Life under pressure just wants to snuff out any intimacy you have with your spouse just when you probably need it the most. We're going to share some tips to help keep connected even when life is crazy.
When you're going through big transitions and major life changes like having kids, but also things like retirement.
Yes, or a move that we just experienced.
Just recently did.
Yeah.
Those kinds of big changes inevitably cause stress. And stress is a libido killer. So you have to realize there is going to be a negative impact on your sex life, but not to let that completely shut things down.
That's exactly right. Because if you're in an anxiety mode, you're in fight, flight, or freeze, you are not thinking about sex. You are not feeling anything
You're in survival
other than
mode.
survival mode. Like, how do I survive?
Totally.
Now, if you are the low drive spouse, then you are especially going to be not even thinking about sex. And so that's something that's important for you, even though you don't feel that way. If you're the high drive spouse, you may be feeling like, I need this more than I ever had before. I need some way to get peace and joy in my life. Right. And so together, you're going to work together. It's just going to look different.
So the lie is that you could set aside your sex life for a season.
Right. That's not the answer.
That you can just say, you know what, things are too crazy, we're too busy, we're too tired, whatever, stressed, and we can say, we'll save that for later. But you don't want to do that because it's actually good for you. It's good for you emotionally. It's good for you physically. It's good for your marriage. It's good for each of you individually. And God designed it to hold your marriage together.
And we all know that that's true. We always feel better when we've been connected.
Yeah.
And so we talked about how it's going to look different. The way you communicate is going to be different too. So you may have to schedule sex. You might not be able to be as spontaneous as you once were.
Yeah.
And that's actually good for the low drive spouse because then they know what to expect and they can be thinking about it, and that is always better.
And take some of the stress and pressure off of it as well.
Right.
Yeah.
But some of the baby steps are just staying physical with non-sexual touch, hand
because
holding.
Touch is really important. Physical intimacy is more than just having sex. It's the hand holding, it's the kissing, it's the back rubs, hugs.
Yeah.
It's staying physically connected. Even if you're too tired to have sex, you can still stay physically connected.
Now, you're not going to get stuck in a rut because you're going to know as things lighten up, even if you've gotten into this routine that doesn't have spontaneity or excitement, then you are going to work on that. You're going to get creative. You're going to remember that it's important to date each other and pursue each other, but don't stop pursuing each other because of stress and pressure. Your spouse always needs to know that they're the one that you love.